Let me just show you a couple examples of what it looks like when you don't have the nice camera or you don't have the mic or the headset. So this should go without saying, but hanging out in a low light place where your kid's playing Minecraft in the background, not good for an interview. Also, if you've got a big fan, I don't want to hear it. Having good lighting is really good, but not if it's behind you. So make sure it's in front of you. A lot of times I see people use laptops or MacBooks and they just use their built-in mic and they don't use a headset. And that means that if there's any noise like us talking to you, we might actually be able to hear that in the recording as well. Definitely not ideal. If you can, grab yourself some headphones. Now, another thing that's going to be kind of tough is that I don't want people holding their phone and moving it around. I would rather it at least be in a nice, stable position. Right now, I'm talking using the built-in microphone on the bottom of the iPhone. Now I'm using the front-facing camera, and I'll show you what that looks like if I turn the phone around. But either way, the audio is still going to suck a little bit. So I'm going to show you what it sounds like if I were to plug in these wired headsets. Now, these are actually kind of a hack if you want to sound better on Twitter Spaces, but listen to how they sound with this. And if I go into my audio settings here, I've got iPhone microphone, and then I've got headset microphone. Now, if I touch some of this stuff, it's not that great because you can hear it. So let's ditch that really quick. I can check my audio settings again, and it only says the iPhone microphone. Now, I've got some AirPods. I want you to hear exactly how those sound as well. You should be able to hear a difference in the audio now. If I go, you can tell this is not great. And when I click the bottom of the phone, it doesn't do anything. Now, when I swap back, you should be able to hear it okay. And if you really want to be able to change your view, you could just swap the camera. And now I'm looking at the rear-facing camera. I don't need these things anymore. But either way, this camera and this phone and the audio, it's just not it. It's just not it. Okay, again, I'm not saying go out and spend a bunch of money so that you can have cool, fancy live streaming stuff. But if you're going to show up and represent yourself or what you're working so hard on, your job, your business, whatever it might be, I mean, at least try to get the settings in the best way so that you have the light that's in front of you, not behind you. You don't have a fan running in the background. You're not like in the subway or at the airport. There's not people everywhere. Just postpone if you can't be in a nice, quiet environment. And if there's any shot that you can have a mic, audio is such a blessing for video. If I ever have guests that have a good mic, I'm always so grateful because I know it's going to be a great listening experience for the audience, whether they're watching on a YouTube video or they're just maybe driving the car and listening to the recording audio only. It's always great when the audio is clean, and it's even better when there's audio and there's something pleasant on the video side of things as well. So I just want to walk you through that. I hope it helps, and I hope that you're going to join me on a podcast and that we're going to have a great conversation where all this technical stuff isn't even part of the equation. It's just you and me chopping it up and really diving into the stuff that matters instead of fussing with audio and video and all the silly things that do make up a pretty good podcast if you have it set up right.